Welcome to training for SSC Campus. SSC Campus is a platform for advisors to use to assist in appointment scheduling for advisees, record keeping for advisement notes, viewing advisees' academic records, and much more. In this training, you will gain understanding for these functions and more in Campus. To access SSC Campus, you will open one of the appropriate web browsers listed and go to the UTC homepage. Click on the MyMoxNet icon and log in with your UTC ID and password. Once you have successfully logged in to MyMoxNet, go to your Faculty tab. There you will see the SSC Campus link. Your first screen once logged into Campus will be the home screen. You will see your list of advisees under My Assigned Students. You can always return to this screen from any other page by clicking the home icon found in the sidebar on the left of the page. It may be helpful to know that there is a Help Center available should you need quick assistance. The Help Center can be accessed by clicking the question mark icon in the upper right-hand corner. Also in the upper right-hand corner, you will find the search box by clicking on the magnifying glass icon. Here you can search for an individual student by their name or UTC ID. As you begin typing a student's name or UTC ID, names will begin populating below. When you have found the student you are looking for, click on their name. The term selection box is to the left of the search box. Here you can change the term to reflect past or future term information for students. It is important to be sure to change the term back to the current term should you change it. On the left-hand side of the home screen, you will see a blue bar with icons. For the purposes of this training, we will be working in the training site, which as you can see is a gold bar. However, in the live production site, this will be a blue bar. The envelope icon is for conversations. Any messages that you have sent or received will be located here. The calendar icon will lead you to your calendar. Your class schedule will already be synced, and once you have set up availability, any appointment scheduled will show. Any items scheduled on your Outlook calendar will also show once you have manually synced these calendars. This will be demonstrated later in the training. The next icon is for campaigns. Campaigns are specific appointments requesting a specific group of students to make an appointment with you during a set time period. An example of a campaign would be that you would like to meet with your advisees 2 weeks prior to registration. A campaign would be sent out to the students requesting they schedule an appointment in the next 2 weeks before registration. This will also be demonstrated in depth later in the training. The larger magnifying glass icon is for advanced searches. Here you can search reports of students by specific criteria. Finally, your searches found in Advanced Search are saved under Lists and Searches, this tag icon. The main purpose we ask faculty advisors to use in this system is to record your notes from your advisement sessions. There are 2 places that notes can be recorded. Both are found under the Actions menu at the top of your list of advisees. The first is Create Appointment Summary. Check the student you would like to record notes for, then click Actions and Create Appointment Summary. You will first select the care unit, which will be advising. As you can see, once advising is selected, the rest of the appointment summary generates. Next, select your location, which will be your department. The rest of the summary can be filled in or left blank depending on what information you would like to provide. Keep in mind that if the student at some point sees another advisor or changes majors, these notes will be seen by other advisors. The more information you give, the more helpful it will be to other advisors should those circumstances occur. You may also attach a file to the appointment summary. If you choose to keep notes in another program such as Microsoft Word or keep handwritten notes, these documents can be uploaded here. Once you have input as much information as you would like to provide, click Save this report in the bottom right-hand corner. The second place to record notes is again under Action after checking the student you'd like to record notes for. Click on Note. Here you have the option to write text, attach a file, and change the visibility of your notes. The default visibility of notes is that students cannot see the note, but other advisors can. To make a note for your eyes only, you can check the first option under Visibility that has your name only. Checking the student's name will make the note visible to the student. Once you have input as much information as you'd like to provide, click Save Note in the bottom right-hand corner. Both appointment summaries and notes can be viewed by clicking the name of the student, then clicking the History tab. Any summaries or notes saved by yourself or other advisors will be listed under the student's history. There are other options to notice while under the Actions menu. The Send Message option acts as a way to communicate to one or more students. This will look like a one-to-one email message that the student or students receive in their UTC email. If the student responds to this message, it will be sent to your UTC Outlook inbox as well as the Conversations page. You may also start a campaign by clicking Appointment Campaign or schedule an appointment with one or more students. Show Hide columns is a way to customize columns shown on your list of students. Another useful feature is the Advanced Search. The functionality of Advanced Search allows advisors to layer a series of filters onto a specific query. An example may be that you know of an internship or scholarship that applies to students of a particular major with a certain number of credit hours and minimum specified GPA. This group of students can be found through Advanced Search, and an email message can be sent informing these students of this opportunity. While there are many examples to run an Advanced Search, for the purpose of this training, we will follow this scenario. Click the magnifying glass icon on the left sidebar. You will then need to click Show Advanced Filters in the right-hand corner of the search screen. The filters will then be available. For this example, we will search for students who are enrolled in the current term, majoring in theater, with 75 minimum credit hours and a minimum GPA of 3.5. If this is all the criteria required, click the blue search button at the bottom. As you can see, 5 students meet the criteria entered in the search. You can always click Modify Search to add more filters. You can also click the X beside any of the filters to remove them from the search. With this list of students, you can do multiple actions. If you would like to save the search, click Save at the top. This saves the list as a dynamic list, meaning if any of these students no longer meet the criteria of the search, they will be removed from the list. By checking the names of the students and clicking Actions, you can do any of the items listed. You can also create this list as a watch list by clicking Watch. This is similar to a saved search, however it is not dynamic, meaning it is simply a snapshot of the list. All students on the list will remain. If you choose to save a search or watch list, you can find these under Lists and Searches by clicking the tag icon. Here you can see the search and watch list that was created. Another helpful feature of Campus is the ability for students to schedule appointments with their advisors. For students to do this, you will need to follow a few steps to set up your availability with accuracy. Before setting up your available time slots for appointment scheduling, it is important to sync your Outlook calendar to your calendar in Campus. By syncing your Outlook calendar, students will not be able to make appointments during your meetings or events that you have posted on your Outlook calendar. Students will not be able to see what you have scheduled. Those time slots will simply not be available for students to choose. To sync your Outlook calendar, click the calendar icon in the sidebar. Then click the Subscriptions tab. You will then click Set up Exchange Calendar Integration. On this page, click Connect with Exchange. The syncopation will then occur and may take a few minutes. Once the sync is complete, you will see your Outlook appointments listed as busy in your Campus calendar. You can now set up your appointment availability so students can schedule advising appointments with you. To add available appointment, drop-in, or campaign times, click the My Availability tab from the home screen. Under the Available Times section, click Actions and Add Time. If you have various availabilities, you can add more than one time. For example, if your Monday-Wednesday availability is different than your Tuesday-Thursday availability, you will create an availability for Monday-Wednesday, save, and then repeat the procedure for your Tuesday-Thursday availability. Here you will complete the availability form selecting your day and time, how long the availability is active, type of availability. Here you can choose multiple types. Also select your care unit, which will be advising, your location, which will be your department, and the services you will offer. In special instructions, we ask that you at least list the room of your office that the advisement appointment will take place. Lastly, enter the number of students per appointment that you will meet with. Then click Save. Students will now have the opportunity to schedule their advisement appointments with you based on your availability. Again, your class schedule and appointments scheduled in Outlook once synced will be listed as busy, so students cannot schedule appointments during those times. Another great feature is the campaign option. Campaigns are specific appointments targeted towards a particular group of students during a set date range. For example, you may want to meet with all of your advisees at some time in the 2 weeks before registration begins. You can create a campaign to send an appointment request to all of your advisees. The students will receive this request to their UTC email with a direct link to schedule the appointment. We will use this example for this training. From the home page, you can either click Appointment Campaigns in Quick Links or the Campaigns icon in the sidebar. From the Campaigns page, click Appointment Campaign under Actions on the right-hand side. Here you will complete the campaign form. Name of form, the care unit, which will be advising, location, which is your department, and the service you will be providing. Then select the date range of the campaign. Appointment limit refers to the number of appointments a student can make off of the link that is sent to them. You will want to keep this number low. Fill in appointment length and slots per time, how many students you want to meet with at a time. Then click Continue. On the next screen, you can select to send the campaign to all of your advisees, or you can create an advanced search to find a particular group of students. For this example, we will use Invite All My Assigned Students. From the Review page, you will need to select all students. You can then deselect individual students if you do not need to meet with them. Click Continue. You will also click Continue on the Organizers page. The confirmation page will be a summary of the information you have entered. You can also preview the email that will be sent to the students. If everything is correct, click Send. If you would like to check on who has scheduled an appointment and who hasn't, click on the Campaigns icon again. Click the Appointment Campaigns tab. Here you will see the campaign that you launched. As you can see, the tabs indicate appointments made and no appointments made. If you would like to send a reminder email to the students who have not made an appointment, click the No Appointments Made tab. Then check All Students. Under Actions, select Resend Appointment Request. This will resend the original campaign email. You can also select Send a Message if you would like to make the reminder a more personal message. Campus also provides general academic records for students. To view a specific student's academic information, click on a student's name in your advisee list. This will lead you to the Overview page. We call this the 30-second gut check. This page is a good reference before an advisement appointment. Here you can see if the student has received any D's or F's. If there is an arrow next to the category, this will show the specifics of that category. Repeated courses and withdrawn courses are also listed. Missed success markers are specific markers within the student's major that indicate the success of the student within that field. The UTC admin team for campus has identified these markers for each major. These markers can be changed if necessary. For example, a success marker for an English major may be that a grade of C or better in English 2010 indicates that the student will be successful in their program. If the student makes lower than a C in this course, this would qualify as a missed success marker and be noted on the overview page. This is only meant to be a guideline for advising the student. This does not mean the student will fail in their major if a success marker is missed. The student's GPA, total credits earned, and credit completion percentage is also listed for your reference. Predicted risk level is a measure of the student's academic progress compared to historical UTC data of similar students. An algorithm that was created by the Student Success Collaborative combines many factors such as geography, high school data, major, academic progress, and so on to create this model. This is simply meant to be a guide for you to advise your students. Clicking on View Detail will send you to the Success Progress tab, which will be discussed momentarily. Predicted risk level and success markers are not connected or dependent on each other. Any other advisors the student is assigned to will be listed here as well. Please also note that there is a Student View option if you need to show the student your screen. This will hide information that is not necessary for the student to see, such as predicted risk level. On the right-hand side of the page are actions you can take directly related to the student, such as message the student, report on an appointment, which is the same as appointment summary discussed earlier, or add a note. Links to other systems and websites are also listed for your convenience, such as MyMox Degree and the class schedule. The Success Progress tab goes more in depth regarding the predicted risk level influencers and success markers for the student. Here the predicted influencers that are contributing to the predicted risk level for the students are shown. There is also a downloadable guide to help in understanding the model. Under Success Markers, you can view completed, missing, and upcoming markers. You can also view GPA and credit trends by term. By hovering over the lines or bars of the charts, more specific information is given. The History tab will show any notes or appointment summaries that you or any other advisor has recorded. The Class Info tab shows the classes the student is registered for in the current term. Also, an unofficial transcript is given along with test scores such as ACT and AP scores and high school academic information at the bottom of the page. The Major Explorer tab gives career information based on the student's current major. This information is pulled from ONET. Also, if the student is interested in changing majors, the Search for Major and Careers section can be utilized to show where the student may be more successful based on the student's predicted risk level. Related careers are also given. This concludes training for SSC Campus. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us via the contact information shown. Thank you for your participation.